Welcome back to Favela to Folklore, and we hit Season 2 as Santos in the Brazilian League. We will look to win the Copa Libertadores this season if possible. We have made some moves. We have signed players, and impressive ones at that. So today we will look through our transfer history. We have spent 6.75 million so far, and out go 1.7 million. We have let a lot of players go, a lot of loans, but there's also a few players who we've sold for just under less than £1 million. Daniel went for 475,000. Ivoni went for 425,000, and Patati went for 675,000. Bringing players in, we have signed Pablo Neres from River Plate on a free. He's a very well balanced winger and striker. Oro has come from Toronto. I wasn't sure about signing this guy, but for 825,000 I couldn't turn him down. He's a good backup for Nathan and can also play left back. We have signed Daniel Ruiz. This guy is a very good winger who can play all across the attacking positions. He's better than what we've already got. 21 years old, and we signed him for 1.8 million. So he is an important player for us now, along with Bruno Mendes, who is a centre-back that we signed from Corinthians. He is 3.5-star rating, only 23 years old, so he is one for the future. Played quite a lot of games for his age so far, 117 games. But the main man, Alfredo Martinez, 18 years old, a region that has come through at Independiente. He has been an absolute revelation so far, and he has scored 11 goals in 7 games. There was one game where he scored 5, which we will look over in a second. Lastly, we have spent another 2.1 million on Charles. He is a player that will directly replace Camacho, who is now 32 years old, so that will be a like-for-like replacement. In other news, we have signed a player that will join us on the 3rd of the 7th, 23. So we haven't got long to wait. We have signed Marcelo, the Brazilian football legend. He's a bit of a luxury buy. We're going to play him on the bench a lot of the time, but he will be a player that will be really interesting to see. He's obviously played at Real Madrid for the majority of his career, winning multiple Champions Leagues before moving to Olympiacos, and now he moves to Santos. So Brazilian fans, people from Brazil who are watching this, we have signed Marcelo. In the fixtures so far, we have played quite a lot of games. I'm trying to get the Brazilian Sao Paulo Championship out the way and come back for the Copa Libertadores and the First Division games. So we've just won the Sao Paulo State quarter-final 3-0. Alfredo Martinez scored 2 and Pirani scored. So that was a 3-0 win in the quarter-final. We have Palmeiras in the semi-final, but before that we will play our first ever Copa Libertadores game against Milaneiros, who are from Colombia. We are playing a Colombian team in the Copa Libertadores today. Very interesting times for Santos FC. I just want to cast a glance at this game here. We played Aguirre Santa and won 7-0. Alfredo Martinez scored 5 goals in that game. He really has become a standout for us. So we're just getting towards the start of the season proper now. It's getting towards the meaty part where everything gets serious. Today we play Millonarios and we will get straight into it. Our team now looks like this. We start with João Paulo in goal, Oro, Buerman, Mendes and Nathan. Charles in midfield with Sandri, Pirani, Ruiz and Angelo with Leonardo up front. One player we need to cast a glance at that I haven't mentioned is Gabriel Pirani. He is classed as a wonder kid. Now, last season he was on loan. He's a Santos player, but he was on loan. He's come back and I can't believe his stats. So we're doing really well with the wonder kids. We got Pirani on the left, we have got Angelo on the right and Leonardo up front, all wonder kids. And then we have Martinez on the bench. Let's get into it. We've played some really free-flowing football so far this season. I'm hoping that will continue into the Copa Libertadores. This is the tournament we really want to win. If we are going to be a success, to become the biggest team in South America, you have to win that tournament. As Millonarios pass the ball around, Montero to Dominguez. Quinones. Mashuka. Ooh, good save by the goalkeeper. That was very good attacking play by Millonarios. A very strong start for them, 6 minutes in. As they whip a corner into the front post. And they win another corner as Angelo deflects a shot wide. Good header away. They're putting some sustained pressure on us at the moment, but a good catch by João Paulo. They have a free kick in an attacking position. Guato whips it in. Good save from the goalkeeper. Dominguez. Kicked away by Sandri. Oh, another good save by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper today is really bailing us out. João Paulo is playing brilliant so far. We just seem to be hitting it long and not playing very well at all. As Montero has the ball. Otavaldo. Oro Jr. plays today instead of Jonathan, who is injured. That is the only difference from us having a full strength team. I have been changing Charles for Fernandez quite a lot. Them two have sort of been flicking in and flicking out of the team. But apart from that, we are at full strength. As we have another highlight started by Millonarios. As they break through and Nathan mops up. Good defending. One feature of our game this year is improved defending. Mendes coming in really has steadied the ship. We were conceding quite a few goals last season at times. Charles to Sandri. To Pirani. Good defending. Well played by Millonarios. To Charles. And Leonardo's offside there. He has to be offside. It was that clear cut, they didn't even provide a highlight, which I think says it all. As Pirani gets injured, we're going to bring Soteldo on. Soteldo was a mainstay in the team last season, so this is not a big issue bringing him on. He's a very good player. As we have a free kick, which Nathan blasts over the bar. Corner by Angelo, which is cleared. Sandri to Angelo. Oh, very good build-up. A few too many passes, I feel. We didn't quite get a clinical opportunity. As Mendes blocks a potential goal-scoring opportunity. Are we happy to go in at half-time 0-0 here? It's been quite a one-sided half, with them having the majority of the chances. They've had 8 shots with 4 on target, and we've had 2 shots with none on target. So it's been very one-sided. I think I'm going to be a little bit more critical in this half-team team talk than normal. That's not good enough. Absolutely acceptable. Unacceptable. Yep, that's a good choice of words. We haven't played well at all, which is really out of character for this season. I think I'm going to leave it literally 10 minutes and then make a change nice and early. We're going to bring our new star striker on. He is going to come on now, so we're going to take off Daniel Ruiz and bring on Alfredo Martinez. Hopefully he can change the game in our favour. As Ruiz picks the ball up on the edge of the box, and it's offside. Very poor play once again. Let's see what we can do in this second half. Our players are visibly tired, whereas theirs aren't. We did have a game 3 days ago. Going to bring on Camacho for our new signing Charles. We're making a few changes. Quite lucky to be getting a draw here, really, the way we've played so far. As Leonardo passes through to Alfredo Martinez. Lucky. After seeing him score the 5 goals against Aguirre Santa, I always get excited when he gets the ball now. He scored a wide range of goals. He scored left foot, right foot. He scored a header. He scored a free kick. Wide range of goals. Ooh, as Leonardo runs through, doesn't win a penalty. And a good save by João Paulo. I would happily take a point here now after all these shots on target they've had. I feel like we've had a lucky escape. In our group, Caracas are beating Penarol, which is a bit of an upset. Penarol are quite a big team, and I'm sure they've won the Copa Libertadores quite a few times, if my memory serves me right. I'd never heard of Caracas before. Obviously they're Venezuela based. As we draw 0-0. We weren't good enough, we must improve. I'm quite happy with that assessment. So Caracas are top of the group. They are from Venezuela. And Penarol are bottom. Yes, they are from Uruguay. And I can't see their team history very well. we won't go through that. But I'm fairly sure they've won the Copa Libertadores in the past. We shared the spoils. One other update to give you guys. Marcos Leonardo, he wants to leave. I've had to transfer list him. 16.25 million. We've agreed that if a bid comes in of this number, we will sell him. He's happy with that. That's why he's still playing. He's wanted by Palmeiras, but I have refused to sell him to our local rivals. That will never happen. His morale at the moment is fairly poor. He's still scoring goals, but he's just not really happy. So he scored 10 in 10 this season so far. So that is a development on the Marcos Leonardo front. So we drew 0-0, and we now play Palmeiras in the state semi-final. And then another game in the Copa Libertadores coming up soon. I think we will come back for the Caracas game, which seems like a good place to come back. We have a trip to Venezuela, which will be quite interesting. Our second away day in the Copa Libertadores. We first head to Uruguay and then we head to Venezuela. So we will come back for that game. Thank you for watching today, guys. If you're enjoying this series, like the video, subscribe to my channel and comment below. What are you enjoying about the series? What would you like me to improve? Is there players you'd like me to sign, sell? Let me know in the comments.